Now we're on to the final thing I want to talk about. Now, as far as I can tell, this situation goes back as far as August. On August 8th of this year, B-Level posted this video calling out RK Outpost due to RK Outpost's decision to associate with the Fandom Menace. B-Level also included this screenshot you see here of an exchange between RK Outpost and that Star Wars girl, which reads as follows. Welcome to the family, dude. We're all here for each other. Also, nice EU collection. I love the EU so much. Which is kind of ironic because she doesn't really talk about it on her channel at all. When at Odin's movie blog and I finally get our stream schedule figured out, you should join us for our Thrawn coverage. Then RK Outpost responded with, got a few comments on my video warning, in quotation marks, me about associating with hashtag the Fandom Menace. Sad lives they live if they can't see what an awesome community we have full of great people. End quote. Basically what RK was doing there is calling those who were warning him about what the Fandom Menace do and how they treat people, he was basically calling those warning him about them idiots with the whole sad lives they live thing. And that's not the best impression you want to give to those who care about you. Then fast forward to last month, we have the former face of the expanded universe community, Matt Wilkins, doing a Q&A live stream one night. Just so you guys know, Dark Snovia and B-Level were watching the stream, and they both expressed their concern to Matt Wilkins regarding the direction in which the Star Wars fandom was heading in regards to the expanded universe community and the Fandom Menace merging with each other. And they both admitted to Matt Wilkins that they would outright leave the EU community should that happen, but Matt Wilkins didn't at all care about Dark Snovia and B-Level's concerns and brushed what Dark Snovia and B-Level were saying right off his shoulder as if nothing would happen.
Dark Snovia says, prepare to lose one of your biggest supporters if you decide to merge with the Phantom Menace because I won't stand for it. I think I was pretty clear about what I thought about the Phantom Menace. It's just not my fight. I have no interest in it. So I don't know. Merging, I don't know who would merge because, to be honest, if you ask me, the Phantom Menace they already have, obviously, from the comments they have tens of thousands of EU fans, and they're finding out about us. I've gotten so many emails and comments lately about, hey, Matt, saw Ryan on Geeks and Gamers, followed him to his channel, found your interview, followed him to your channel, and you're talking about the EU, and I'm kind of excited. And I have people saying, yeah, I stopped reading it a long time ago, but now I'm interested in picking it back up. And someone else said, I've never read it before, but you make it sound really interesting. Let's give it a shot. And then other people are like, man, you've renewed my love for, and that's really awesome. Like I said, those are my favorite comments. That's awesome. Because yeah, introducing people to the expanded universe is what we're all about, and bringing in new people. That's great. Growing the movement, man. If there's more and more people who are either rediscovering expanded universe or getting excited about it again, or just I'm going to try it out. Because I've always said that to people who didn't like Last Jedi. And I had a lot of people ask me this when the movie came out. I said, Matt, tell me what the expanded universe did. Because they didn't like Last Jedi. And I said, well, here's what the expanded universe is doing. That sounds interesting. Where do I start? And generally, I keep them onto the give them Timothy Zahn's trilogy, but and basically start anywhere. But it's really neat. In fact, Dark Snovia, you actually did. I commented on it. I hope you saw it. He actually is reviewing through the Clone Wars books, and he made a great point. He was talking about Strange Allies, the comic book. And what I liked about, and see, this is why I watch other people's reviews, because I like, and it made me think, dang, did I say that? I hope I did. That was a great point he made. It's like, just because it stars characters from a previous adventure, the Breakout Squadron, all right? But he said, you don't have to read it to get it. That's what the beauty of it is. And yeah, you're right. And that's what I love about it. You can basically start anywhere and not get lost, as long as not book 2 of some trilogy, you know what I mean? But you can basically start anywhere. And that's just the beauty of, and of course I love Ryder Winham, You like Ryder Wyndham too. Obviously, you said the author did a good job, and I love him. I think he's great. He does some great stuff. But yeah, it was a pretty solid review. And but see, the thing is though, I'm even seeing more people, who I've never seen before, like, Matt, I like your energy. I like the expand. And that's what I love to hear. I love to hear that. I love to hear people saying, I'm going to give this a shot. Good for you. Good for you. Again, I don't think you're a real Star Wars fan if you like the EU. I don't believe that. But I do believe that the expanded universe is fan-friggin-tastic. And I think that anyone who gives it a shot will probably like it. Now, is it for everyone? Probably not. But I think it's awesome. And if we can convince people, get people interested in it, I'm all for that. I'm all. You might quit the movement over this. Oh, okay. Here's how things work. A few years back, maybe not too long ago, we had the same thing. People kept telling me, Matt, people who love the new canon are not our friends. They are our enemies. You shouldn't be nice to people who like the new canon. People who like the new canon buy new canon stuff, and they love the new canon stuff, and that hurts us because then no one's supporting the old canon. And I was like, no, it's not how life works. The EU community, the movement, the people, whatever you want to call it, the fandom, have always been accepting of everyone, have always been exclusive. No one ever gets banished from the EU. I mean, they walk away. And what happened is we had a few people who they were outraged. Matt, why are you friends with people who like the new canon? Because if they like it, that's fine. It's not my cup of tea. I'm not going to get in the new canon. And eventually, no one was listening to them. So they got aggravated and they walked away. And that's sad. It's sad. I mean, and a lot of these people hate my guts today. Brian knows who I'm talking about. I even tried to go see one, but Brian talked me out of it. Brian says, they probably don't want to see you. I was like, well, I mean, I just want to talk to them. Because, like I said, besides differences, I mean, holy cow, Dark Snovia left the Fandom Menace, and I'm glad he did when he did, because if he didn't, you guys wouldn't accept him. I mean, it's sad because I think Dark Snovia, from the content he's been putting out, from the EU reviews, he's, that's good. I like to see his insight on those. But brother, if you hadn't gotten out, if you still would have been, undecisive or kind of like, oh, I'm just following this because I'm with the crowd, then, if you would have touched out with us and hit some people, said, you're not allowed. You're not allowed here. Go. We don't want you. Would you still be doing EU content? Probably not. You'd be like, okay, screw you guys. I'll go somewhere else. So it's never been about intolerance toward a person's likes, dislikes, affiliations. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you work. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you look like. I don't care where you live. If you like the EU, that's fine. That's fine. But what these people do is they walk away. And I mean, you got to do what you got to do. I mean, that's fine. I'd hate that. Because, EU fans, we talk about EU. It's fun. The more, the merrier. The more people I get to talk to the EU, the more different insights I get about certain books and stories or characters they love, and they tell me why. I'm so fascinated. Like on our conversation, we had the EU discussion with the four of us there. I was so interested that what was it? Matthew's first EU book was oh my gosh. The horror movie. Oh, what is wrong with my brain today? I'm done. Death Troopers. Dadgummit. Death Troopers. And I was like, what? Really? Why? But I love hearing about that. I love hearing about people's different loves and dislikes, and it's different from me. Or it's something that I'm like, oh, that came out of left field. I didn't know that was one of your favorite books. Same thing with Chris, when he revealed his favorite book was Dark Rendezvous, Yoda Dark Rendezvous. I was like, shut up. Why? I don't disagree with him, but I've just never heard that before. And so I love that. So hopefully people talking about the expanded universe, I hope we don't judge them by any of those other characteristics, because I mean, if they're affiliated with someone, it's okay. I mean, are you going to get mad at the whole state of Texas because, one guy decided to shoot some people up and he's wicked? Oh, but you live in Texas, so you're evil too. Yeah, you live in Texas. That's where the shooters are. That kind of logic just doesn't make sense. You can't blame someone. He said a million times he doesn't represent, or doesn't speak for the Phantom Menace. So, I just see a guy making EU videos, and that's fine. It's not talking anything else. And I think the same of everyone who does EU videos. I already told you I like Darks Novia's reviews. We've talked about those too. And a few other people who are doing reviews. My buddy Spencer's finally doing reviews, which is really neat. So I like, and Chris will one day, 3 months from now, 6 months from now, do another review, and I can't wait to hear it too.
Following on from that Q&A session, B-Level posted this video here on September 11th, where he was trying to reach out to Matt Wilkins in order to speak with him, and he did also ask his own subscribers to, in some way, reach out to Matt Wilkins.
Matt, I need you to respond. Please respond to some of my messages, please, because a lot of people are not happy. I know in your kind of hyper-protectiveness over RK Outpost, one YouTuber has like alienated at least 10 or 15 others, and the movement is falling apart. I'm really trying hard to keep it together, to keep the movement together, but I need you, Matt, to respond to some of my messages. I hope it's just because you're busy with the theater thing and planning that versus not wanting to talk, but please, Matt, I really want to talk. I really want to get everybody back on board. So anybody listening to this, if you could please just message Matt and say B-Level still wants to talk. B-Level needs to talk to, let's save this EU community. Yeah, that's all I really like to say on the matter. I know a lot of people wanted me to give a message on it. I did a social media message. I felt like that wasn't enough, so I wanted to do this. So please reach out to Matt and tell him what's up.
And I did try to help out with that by leaving a comment, but nothing ultimately came of that. Then on September 11th, you have Iron Inquisitor posting his own video encouraging Matt Wilkins to speak with B-Level.
B-Level would love to talk to you, man, and he feels, even though that tensions are high, and he was hurt by the live stream, he still wants to have a conversation with you.
Again, though, nothing good came of it. Then on September 17th, B-Level posted this video you see here, which is a discussion between him and Darks Novia about the impact of the aforementioned Q&A stream that Matt Wilkins did. Also, B-Level actually chose to delay that discussion video by a week. He genuinely did want to speak with Matt Wilkins about this whole thing, but clearly Matt Wilkins chose to ignore it.